You wouldn't be so quick to cut me off. If you knew the blessing that was on my life for this year, you would not cut me off. There's gonna be some folk that wish they hadn't cut me off. Everybody cut me off. When God bless like that, when He give us that church, when I get everything I want, when they look at me, I'm gonna sing a song to them, and I know it ain't a godly song, but I'm gonna tell them, when you see me in the streets, devil, you don't know me. Yeah, you didn't know me. Now I'm hot you all up on me. Come on, somebody. Now, let's keep it the same way it was before. Amen. You keep your distance. Treat me like a fire truck. Give me 55 feet. So this woman, she done spent all her money. She had nothing. Watch this here. She had nothing. What I like about God is, normally, God will allow you to get in a position where nothing else can help you. God will wait until the bottom drops out. God will wait till the bottom fall out the barrel. And He's trying to remind you, you worrying about no bottom, but you're looking at a God that looked out in nothing and saw something and created something out of nothing. It was dark, and I said, let there be, and light showed up. I spoke a word, and fish showed up. So that's what He said. In other words, in 2015, when you get ready to step and look like nothing there, by the time your feet touch, something gonna be there. All right. If you walk by faith. We done heard this scripture so many times. We walk by faith and not by sight. And some people look at the surface. This is why folk get mad at me. I don't care. They can talk about me all they want to. One thing they can't lie on me and say, I don't know the book. Y'all ain't saying nothing here. I know what that book say. Amen. When the Bible says we walk by faith and not by sight, some of us get that twisted, don't really understand what He's saying. And so I got to walk by faith. But what that word really says, you look at it, when it says we walk by faith, the word walk in the Hebrew means to take large steps. Why you walk around taking baby steps? If you're going to believe God, believe for the impossible. If you're going to believe for a house, y'all don't get mad. I'm not talking about nobody's house. But if you're going to believe for a house, don't just believe for the HUD house. I'm going to go all out, baby. I'm finna go out. You're going to believe for a husband. Don't believe for a broke husband. Hey, woman, look at yourself. Look at yourself. You deserve a broke man. I seen some of y'all Saturday washing the cars. Y'all need a husband. Y'all need a husband. I'm sorry. Y'all crying. So what I'm saying, if you're gonna believe God, don't believe God for nothing broke down. That's if you broke down. I'm trying to show you something. I'm still trying to show you something. Very seldom do my wife have to put gas in her car. If you're gonna believe God, you're gonna have faith. This is a year, amen, for faith reaching. Believe God for the things you want and don't give up. Go after it. Listen, this woman, let me get it. This woman issue blood. What time is T.I.? This woman issue blood. I got 15 minutes. This woman the issue of blood is bleeding. She spent everything she had. So now all she had left is faith. She ain't got no money. All she got is faith. Some of y'all to say amen because you so broke, all you got is faith. You so backed up, you can't do nothing but believe. You don't know which way is up. This woman, she's jacked up, and she decides, you know what? I got one more option. I ain't tried him. What's the worst could happen? Watch this here. I'm gonna show you how people are. Because they want to say we always talk about money. The reason we talk about money, because that's the close thing to your heart. And God wants it. It's not just that He want your money, He want that's where your treasure is. Because you love it. He needs you to love Him more than that. Now watch this here. I'm gonna show you something here. How deep folk is. I can say I need everybody to give $100, and some folk have. They have panic attacks under their breath, temper tantrums inside. Watch this here. But if you found out, your blood pressure shoot up. But if you found out you had a heart disease, but you had to pay a $250 copay, you fine. Talk to somebody here. You'll find it. Find a lump in your breast. You find that copay. And the copay don't guarantee you're going to get well. But you have more faith in them. I'm talking from experience. I'm out of history. $100 right now, believe God. Doctor tell me, see mercy in your foot. $10 was you look at. About $50. You get to me, mom? Okay. About $100? Oh, you got 25? Okay, sit down. Bishop, you know I'll never call you for nothing, right? I know I'm telling the truth today, somebody. But this is the year of faith reaching. God don't want you to depend on nobody. He wants to demonstrate Himself to you through your faith. Now, you need to ask God, not just watch this here. You don't need to ask God to increase your faith. Do more. Let me show. I'm talking about. I'm trying to show you something here. Deacon Garvin demonstrated that. He paid a $5 tithe that he ain't had no tithe on. And then the next week, he had a $22,000 contract. They're not hearing. The first contract. You've been working with him, I ain't lying. And they still coming. He was demonstrating his faith reach. God, through you all things are possible. I believe it, and I'm about to show you I believe it. I'm finna pay on something before you even give it to me. You want a husband. You want to cook for the kids. Devil got you messed up. No, they tell you. That might be true. But the way to a man's heart, I'm telling you, a woman that can cook. You want to smell somebody walking out other than fried bologna. That big old bubble in the that balloon just swell up in the middle and just be burnt right in the middle. That's later on. You can't get him like that at first. Amen, somebody. And don't get me wrong, that burnt bologna be good, but that's later on. Y'all hear what I'm saying? If you're gonna prepare as in a faith reach, you gotta start acting on certain things now. You gotta get some help in here. You can't walk around talking about this might you get a husband, hair never done. Skirt twisted when you y'all hear what I'm saying? So you're a faith reach. Everything that you're supposed to you when I met Pastor Tan, y'all made so much. Reference right. Yeah. I look good. Yeah, I had her aunt still called me Mr. Smell Good. I made sure I made an impression because of what I was looking for. Get out of that mess about he or she will accept you the way you are. Man, please, let me tell you something. Y'all know the truth. There's some men you done seen, you kept, but then you mess around seeing them dressed up, look good. Look. Is anybody home? Anybody here? Is the cake in the oven getting done? I don't need to just bake. I need to be getting done. A whole lot of folk you put the cake in don't never get done. No, something ain't right with that. Amen. They get in the elevator, but it never moves. Y'all ain't. Amen, somebody. And so this is a year of faith reaching. Yeah, if I go over a little bit, y'all forgive me tonight. But this is a year of faith reaching. We don't have time to be around people that don't want anything. I'm trying to connect with folk. Amen. Here it is. I'm believing God for a church we can't afford. I can't hang around somebody that's happy in the storefront. I'm content, but I'm not happy. I'm not staying here. God said, whether it be two or three, he was talking about prayer, not church. People like that try to justify their smallness. Some folks who don't understand now, some folks just don't have a lot of things right now. It's not that they don't believe God, not that they ain't got the faith. It's just their time hadn't came yet. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking because we all have started somewhere. Amen, somebody. Just a few years ago, I was driving old Smoky Blue. I stopped at light and smoke come everywhere on that car. I'm telling the truth. Yeah, just say, it is good, and I still have Smoky Blue. I mean, I told you I was coming here. I ain't no fucking being slain in spirit or something. Remember that blue Mercedes I had? That thing was smoking like man like a kid. Oh God. I ain't gonna look for us straight ahead. I get that light my man, I wouldn't look nowhere. Caucasian folk will look man. I don't let you no bird. So here it is, God is saying, if you're gonna believe me, amen, it's time to reach out by faith. This woman had the issue of blood, she had lost it, she had nothing left, nothing to lose, her pride was gone. You know what? I don't even care no more. Amen. This is my last resort. Amen. Win or lose, I'm going for it. What are you saying, Pastor? In 2015, you got to make up your mind, win or lose, I'm going after it. I'm not even waiting on Jesus to come no more. I'm going where he at. He been passing through city to city. She said to herself, he might pass this city, so I'm going to find him. She went looking for Jesus. Not just looking, but she went with a plan. She said, I'll tell you what, if I go and don't get it, it won't be because I didn't try. She saw what Jesus was and the multitude of people around him. And she made up in her mind, if I can just touch her, if I can just reach out, he ain't got to lay hands on me. He ain't got to say nothing to me. If I can just reach and touch his clothes. He's reaching. He ain't got to speak a word. I believe if I can just reach and I can see her now trying to get in there and folk, you know how folk do you. And she said, I tell you what, Sis Didi, I'm about to go places no man has gone before. I'm going down low. She was the only one that got down on her knees. Y'all gonna catch this later. Everybody, they was just standing up trying to get to him. She said, I'm going down and dirty, baby. I'm getting low to get mine. I'm going to get low. They might smell me, but they won't see me. I'm going to get through this thing. She said, I'm getting down where nobody else want to go. In other words, she got to her lowest point and said, man, I don't care how nobody feel. If I got to crawl to get to Jesus, as long as I can reach him, I will not leave this place the same. How many of y'all got that attitude? No matter how I get to where he is, if I can just get there, if I can reach a part of his clothes, I'm going to be all right. He ain't got to say my name. He ain't got to identify me. But if I can just reach out. So I got any reachers tonight? I got one because they didn't start reaching. Reached out. She was specific about hers. She was saying, I don't care about the money. I don't need no husband. I don't need nothing to eat. All I want is a touch. And I told you the difference was when she reached and touched his clothes. He stopped. Oh, have mercy. I got to hurry up. What time is it? She reached out and touched his clothes. And Jesus stopped. He didn't touch him. He touched his clothes. Stop. He said, who touched me? The Bible said, Jesus, watch this now. How do we know who thronged you? First of all, he didn't say who thronged me. The word throng comes from a Greek word that means to bump. He said, who touched me? He said, how do we know who bumped you? I ain't asked you bump me. A bump is accidental. Somebody touched me. Hey, neighbor, in 2015, I ain't going to bump him. I'm going to touch him. You've been bumping him, but he wants you to touch his presence. They bumping. She purpose was other folks bumping accidentally. You can't get nothing with accidental bump, baby. You got to have a purpose. She made up in her mind. Watch this now. So as a man thinketh, if I can touch him, I'm going to be whole. She already made up her mind. If I can touch him, I'm straight. You got to say to yourself sometimes, baby, I might be sick, but if I can make it to church, I got a feeling. She reached out and touched him. He said, who? He said, you don't know who bumped you. They actually bumped me. That was a touch. Because I felt the virtue leave. Because her purpose had a, her touch had a purpose. When she touched him, watch this now, her touch. Remember, her touch had a purpose. The moment she touched him, her purpose. to what it needed. And when she touched him, it drained something out of him. And he felt it. He looked around. And she was looking guilty. I mean, she was looking like, should I run? He ain't getting his back. Because the Bible said she felt her blood dry up. I think if Jesus would have said I need it back, he had to catch her. She been bleeding for 12 years. You gonna take what back? No, Jesus, I'm sorry. You got to show me you can appear and disappear, because I promise you, I'm going to give you a run for your money. You ain't getting this back. I done suffered too. Some of y'all say I done suffered too long with this. This boy done put me through too much hell. He delivered now. Ain't nowhere in the world you taking his deliverance back. Read it. She was looking guilty. That's how he knew it was her. He looked like that roaster you click the light on. On why the roaster freeze like this. He ain't gonna see me. Let's get them project roasters. Yeah, take turn the light back out, please. You know what time it is. Bishop, you got some mail. We tried to read it, but amen, somebody. Make sure the lights didn't get cut off on us. Amen. Now, let me say some clothes. I'm trying to show you something here. When she touched him, everything changed. Because it was a touch and not a bump. She reached out for him. In 2015, this is the year of faith reaching. Your faith can get anything you need. You got to reach out with it. You got to make up your mind. 2015 is going to be a year. I'm going to put my faith to work. Don't get faith confused with fear. Don't put fear to work. Faith to work. Fear will get you like Peter. It'll get you out of the boat, then you're going to sink. Faith will keep you in. If he gave me a promise, no matter how bad the storm is, I'm going to stay in the boat because he told me I see another side. This boat got to get over there regardless. Do I got any faith reachers? Let me say again, do I got any faith reachers? I want you to stand on your feet. Repeat this with me.